Okay, so today I'm going to start GL settings. As of now, we have done enterprise structure and basic settings, and those settings are mandatory setting which we must have to do. Now, when you talk about transactions, any sort of transaction posting, so whenever we post certain transaction, in the sense whenever we are going to record any accounting entries and all, so in that there will be involvement of two GLs. One is going to be debited and second is going to be credited. So here, if we have to, let's suppose if we are going to start our, what to say, testing and all from a normal, general entries posting and all, a normal transaction posting, then we must have at least two GLs or few GLs where we can some GLs, few GLs are going to be debited, and then second one is going to be debited and second is going to be credited. So now, so in order to test a normal posting, a general posting, we must have GL accounts. No. So it means we have to set up GL accounts. Before now, in order to set up a GL account, what we have to do, we need to do certain settings and all. Now, what setting we have to do, one by one, I'll explain. So GL setting. In GL setting, we have to do these many configurations. First of all, we have to create chart of account, then account groups, then return earning account, and then after we will be able to create the GL master, and certain modifications are also possible since it is a master data. So how these modifications will happen and what kind of modifications will happen, that I'll let you know. So first of all, we'll start from chart of account. One by one I'll explain, and I'll also show you guys how to create this. Okay. If you see here the definition, chart of account is nothing but a list of GL account. Chart of account is a list of GL account. Now, why do we create chart of account? What is the need of creation of chart of account? So here I'll show you guys. Okay, so in GL setting, first configuration we are going to do is creation of chart of account. Why do we create chart of account? Okay, so I'll tell you guys the definition of chart of account is list of GL account. In the sense, whatever GL we are going to create, those GLs are going to be created indirectly under chart of account. It means, say for example, your company code is TM10. This is Tata Motor, and Tata Motor, in Tata Motor, they are using around 500 GLs. Tata Motor is using 500 GLs. So what will happen here? If we create these 500 GLs for Tata Motor, and next time if we go for rollout for Tata Steel, so again TM11, we are going to create another company code. Next time for the next project, when Tata Motor, let's suppose we have implemented, again Tata Group is going to invite somebody. Say for example, they invited Wipro Technology itself once again for rollout. Then what will happen? Then we are going to do setup. We are going to do certain configuration for Tata Steel as well. In Tata Steel also they are saying that okay, we are having 510 GL. So all our domestic companies itself, Indian companies itself, so almost 510 GL means whatever 500 GLs are there for Tata Motor, almost similar 500 GL will be for Tata Steel also, but they have added few more GLs So it become 510. Now next time again, let's suppose some implementation, sorry, another rollout is required. Here we can make it Tata Steel means TS11 we can say, or TS10 we can say. And here Tata, they're having hotel group also. So for that also, let's suppose we required 514 GLs they are having. Now, so if directly, let's suppose if SAP has not given this chart of account functionality, so directly if we create GL against company code itself, then 500 we have created against Tata Motor. Again 510 we have created against this Tata Steel. 514 we have to create against Tata Hotel Group. Now what will happen? Okay. Now here what will happen? SAP says no, whatever these GLs are there, these GLs will be created against a chart of account. So say for example, this 500 GL I have created against a chart of account TCOA. This is the, let's suppose, code we have given. Okay, any code we can give. So against this chart of account we have created this 500 GL. Okay, now what will happen? This chart of account, this 500 GL I have created against this chart of account. So this chart of account I have assigned with company code TM10. This TCOA I have assigned against TM10. Now what will happen? It means all 500 GLs will be used by Tata Motor. In the similar way, I can do for other company code also. I can do for other company code in the sense, the same chart of account I have assigned to Tata Steel also. So now whatever these 500 GLs are there, that is available for this Tata Steel also. And whatever these 500 GLs are there, that is available for Tata Hotel Group also. Now in this, like 500, 510, 514, these are the GL. In this GLs, almost more than 450 GLs will be common GL, which will be used by all company code as per schedule 6. Schedule 6 means it's given by uh, that Indian, what to say, here for us in India, like what should be the format of your balance sheet and P&L, and what should be the nomenclature of GLs and all, that will be specified under schedule 6 and all. So as per that, they will decide like whatever GLs are there, what should be the nomenclatures and all, what should be the name of GLs and how many GLs they are having, these all things. So anyhow, so at least 450 name will be common, 450 GLs will be common, or maybe around 460, 470, 490 GLs will be common. So those GLs again, why to create again for this company code, for this company code, for this company code? We have created GL against chart of account TCOA 500 and we have linked. Again, this chart of account we have linked with Tata Steel also, and same chart of account we have linked with Tata Hotel Group also. So whatever common GLs are there, those we are not going to create, and whatever remaining GLs are there, those will be created. So whichever required for Tata Hotel Group, they are going to use those GLs. Now let's suppose for this chart of account, 450 common GLs are there. So total 500 we have created here, and 60 surplus here, 450 will be already created earlier 60 surplus. So now it will become total GL number will become like 560, and here also again 64. So 624 GL total we are going to create for this chart of account, and we have linked already. So in this chart of account we are having total 624 GL, out of which 500 belongs to Tata Motor. Tata Motor is going to use 500, this is going to use 510, and this company code is going to use 514. So whatever they require, they are going to use those GLs. So the advantage of chart of account, whatever GLs are there, the GLs created, those GLs are created under a chart of account, and that chart of account we are going to assign to the company code. In future, if we have to go for rollout, again the same chart of account is going to be linked to another company code also. So that is the advantage of chart of account, guys. Chart of account is nothing but list of GL account. Here, as I said, whatever GLs we are going to create, indirectly it is created under chart of account itself, and chart of account will link with the company code. So if we go for rollout, and if the another company code also want to use the same or similar GLs and all, then same chart of account we are going to use, and generally it happens. If any company is having, if a group company is there, then of course there are lots of GLs which is going to be a common GL itself. So that is why we'll create one chart of account and we are going to link the same chart of account to all company code. I'll tell you guys, I am having 50 company code, more than 50 company code. Now in that, I'm talking about my client, for my client. So say for example around 50 company codes are there. For all company code, we have created only one common chart of account, and that is linked to the every company code. The same chart of account we have linked to the every company code. But still, here chart of account is divided into three. We are having three types of chart of account in SAP: operating chart of account, group chart of account, country specific chart of account. Now guys, till now I haven't seen this concept group chart of account and country specific chart of account, but still it has given by SAP somewhere or the other. A kind of requirement they might have received, and that is what they have developed this group chart of account and country specific chart of account also. I'll explain what is this, because maybe during interview people may ask like how many types of chart of account is there, and if they ask like can you define, so you should have some understanding, so it will be easy for you guys to define. But most likely in 95% of the cases, not 95, more than that, you'll be getting operating chart of account itself. But in which cases group chart of accounts are required, I'll explain now. So first of all, operating chart of account. Operating chart of account is a normal chart of account which we are going to create, and which I have shown you the example and all. This is operating chart of account itself. Now, group chart of account. What is this group chart of account? Say for example, we have created here one chart of account and we have linked to all company code. This is called normal chart of account and so-called operating chart of account. Now, they are not agreed here. Every company code says, no, I don't want to use the same chart of account. I need a different chart of account. So let's suppose TM10 is going to use a different chart of account, T010, and here this company code is going to use a different chart of account, and this company code is also going to use a different chart of account. Okay, so this 500 GL we have created under this chart of account, and then we have linked with the company code. This 510 GL we have created against this chart of account, and we have linked with the Tata Steel. And this 514 GL we have created under this chart of account, and we have linked with Tata Hotel Group. So here all three company codes are using different chart of account. So if you want to see the reports at company code level, it's okay. But if you want to see report at group level, Tata group level, then there will be a problem. Okay. So what we have to do, it means we have to consolidate these all GL balances. Then only it will be possible to view the report at. Okay. So I was explaining like about group chart of account here. So if every company code is using a different chart of account, then how we are going to see the consolidated figure? Okay. So for that we have to create. For that, what we have to create? We have to create a group chart of account. A group chart of account means, let's suppose T001. This is a group chart of account. So what will happen? This group chart of account we are going to assign link with this chart of account also, and the same this group chart of account we are going to assign link to this chart of account also, and the same group chart of account we are going to assign to this chart of account also. So whenever you have to see balance in the sense reports at company code level, it will be very much easy to see. There is no problem. Whenever you have to see the report at group level, consolidated figure, then we are going to use this chart of account, because this chart of account is associated with this one also, this one also, and this one also. So we can see the value at group level. This functionality has been given by SAP. Uh, but till now, I haven't seen anywhere that people are using this concept. Even though I'm having 50 or more than 50 company code, still we are using operating chart of account itself. But this functionality has been given by SAP. That's what I explained. And people may ask the types of chart of accounts. So you should have some understanding so that it will be easy for you guys to explain. Now, here group chart of account created and linked with operating chart of account, which I have explained just now, to get the consolidated report at group level. So pretty simple to understand. This is required to create if each subsidiaries are using different operating chart of account. Okay, if each subsidiary are using a different operating chart of account, in that case only we need to create group chart of account, guys. Okay, and then the third chart of account is called country specific chart of account. The chart of account is created to meet country specific requirement. Country specific requirement means, I'll just let you know. Say for example, Tata Motor is operating its business in India and they're having business in UK also. Tata Motor is having only one company code. It's having business in India and they're having business in UK also. So now what will happen? They are going to publish report here in Indian market and they have to publish the same report even for UK also. Why? Because they are having stakes over there, and of course they will be having certain stakeholder over there also in UK. So of course they have to publish. Now here India is having different standard. We are having a different, what to say, uh, way of publishing this financial statement. As I told you guys, schedule 6 we are going to follow. Maybe in UK they are having a different, what to say, standard to publish the financial reports. The same GL which is here in India can have a different nomenclature. Maybe the same GL which is there in UK will have a different nomenclature. So in that case, in order to meet those kind of requirements and all, if in these kind of specific cases, what will happen? Then we can create a country specific chart of account also. We have to create operating chart of account for our country, and in order to meet a country specific requirement, we have to create country specific chart of account. This is also happening very rarely, guys. This one also I haven't seen till now, like till now, whatever projects upon which I have worked, whether it is domestic or MNC. So country specific chart of account also I haven't seen, but this is the use of country specific chart of account. So if somebody asks about the types of chart of account, we are having three types of chart of account: operating chart of account, group chart of account, country specific chart of account. Operating chart of account is normal chart of account. Group chart of account is created to view a consolidated report, and the condition is why to create group chart of account. If all the subsidiaries are using different chart of account, then we'll have to create a group chart of account to view consolidated report. And country chart of account means that is created to meet the country specific requirement. Now I'll just let you know how to create chart of account. Okay, so in order to create chart of account, we are having a transaction code called OB13. We use transaction code OB13. Press enter. Okay, so here click on new entry, since we are going to create a new chart of account, and give your chart of account code. So the code I am going to give TM10 itself, so that it will be easy for you guys to remind, because your company code also will be the same, and chart of account code also I have given same. Any description you can give here. Then maintenance language, of course English only. Length of GL account number. Now I'll tell you guys, whenever we create a GL account, as I said earlier, in SAP we talk in terms of codes and number. So whenever we create GL account, we are going to give a GL number. Say for example we are having rent GL. Rent GL means rent account. So earlier when people used to post the transaction, they used to write down rent account debtor and to bank account, or some X account debit and Y account credit. In this way people used to enter this accounting entries and all. If some GL is having a very big name, then it will be like, the name will be like in 50 characters, 45 characters and all. Then all name they have to write, and then they are going to debit, and then second GL they are going to credit. Here in SAP it's not like that. Whenever we create a GL, of course we are going to give this nomenclatures name, we have to specify somewhere in description. Where to specify that I'll let you know practically. But while setting up GL account, we are going to give a number to every GL. Like rent account, we have given number, let's suppose 4,000. Bank account, I have given a number 1,000. Bank account means HDFC. So now what will happen if you have to post an accounting entry, rent account debtor to bank account? So here 4,000 we are going to give at the for rent account, and 1,000 we are going to give for bank. Okay, so what will happen here, system is saying length of GL account number. What should be the length of GL account number? Whatever this number we have created, this 4,000 and 1,000, even it could be 40,000 also, it could be 4 lakh also, here also it could be 10,000 also. it could be 1 lakh also. So if it is 4,000, the length is 4. If it is 40,000, length is 5. If it is 4 lakh, length is 6. So those length system is asking what should be the length of your GL. I am going to give 4 so that it will be easy for you guys to remind GL account. Generally reminders and all this is not required, but here since you have to use GL on frequent basis, so you will be able to remind the bank GLs or rent GLs or expense GLs or revenue GLs very easily. Now if you go to real time, the minimum length you'll be finding is 6 and the maximum length you'll be finding is 10. Okay, any length you can say between 6 to 10. Minimum length 6 and maximum length 10. First time for my client here I have seen 6 digit length. Before that, whatever client I have worked upon, for every client I have seen either 8 or 10 digit length. Okay, so that's what I said, minimum 6 digit and maximum 10 digit length will be there of GL account. I am going to give 4 digit. Okay, so that for you guys it will be easy to remind. That's it, there is no any other logic. And always keep 4 digit itself, don't be in so much this one, because nothing is there in that. Even if you give 6 digit also, you have to create a 6 digit GL, this one. So anyhow, so length of GL means, I just told you that whether you want to create a 6 digit GL code, 4 digit GL code, 10 digit GL codes, I have decided that I am going to create 4 digit GL code. And apart from this, nothing else. What is the use of this manual creation of cost element will be explained once I start cost element accounting, once we start controlling. So still long journey is there. So nothing. Now, so integration with controlling, that will be explained later during cost element. See here, consolidation. Just now I explained about group chart of account. So this Tata Motor I have created this chart of account for Tata Motor. Now what will happen, before this I need to create one chart of account. Before this Tata Motor, let's suppose I'll be creating one chart of account, as I said here, this T001 as a group chart of account. T001. Let's suppose I have created as a group chart of account. In the same way, there is no any other way to create group chart of account. In the same way, here let's suppose I have created one T001 initially as a group chart of account. Group chart of account. Okay, this one I have created as a group chart of account, and then after I am going to create a chart of account called TM10. So whatever group chart of account I have created, I am going to link here. Okay, whatever group chart of account I have created, I am going to link here. Again, the next chart of account for Tata Steel, if I am going to create, like let's suppose TS10, then there also I have to link group chart of account. And whatever chart of account I am going to create for Tata Hotel Group, there also I am going to link the chart of account. See here, we are going to link. Now there is one more setting, status blocked. What is the use of this? Generally people will not come at this level, till this level, but still I'll explain. If we apply any check mark here at blocked level, then what will happen? Let me save this, or else it will be, oh, I had the same. Okay, no issue. So if we apply a check mark here at status block at status, under status, blocked. So if we apply any check mark, then what will happen? System will not allow you to create any additional GL under this chart of account. I'll tell you guys, creation of GL is a continuous work. Continuous work means organization every month or every after 2 months or every after 3 months, they will create some additional GLs. Okay, they'll create some new GLs that will be as per legal requirements or whatever, as per internal requirement, whatever it is, they will create some new GLs. So now if there is any sort of requirement from if management has decided that okay, till 6 months we are not going to create any sort of GL for our company code. So what will happen in that case? For safer side, we can apply a check mark here at chart of account level. So if we apply a block at chart of account level, it means system will not allow to create any additional GL for this particular chart of account, but generally it doesn't happen. Okay, we are having lots of other options. Once I create GL master, I'll show you guys. SAP has given this functionality. SAP has given lots of functionality. Okay, the same thing can be achieved in a several different way. So blocking, unblocking, if any kind of requirement is there, in which cases it will come, and what we are going to do once I set up GL account there, I'll explain you guys. Block at chart of account level is not required. I haven't seen these kind of requirement, but SAP has given. Okay, so this is all about chart of account. Okay, so now I've explained about chart of account. The next setting is account group. This is also a mandatory setting. In order to create a GL account, first of all we have to create chart of account, and after creation of chart of account, what we are going to do, we need to link that chart of account with the company code. Now the second thing is creation of account group. So what is the use of account group? See, account group generally a bunch of similar type of GLs. It controls the fields which appears during creation of GL master. It also controls the number range of GL master. Now, I'll tell you guys, say for example, we are having 500 GLs. So of course 500 GLs means some of GLs will belongs to like some of the GLs are belongs to revenue, like some revenue GLs will be there, some expense related GL will be there, some uh, GLs will be like from balance sheet, like asset related GLs will be there, some GLs will be liability related GL will be there. So what will happen, we are going to create a different account group. Okay, and that's how we create, let's suppose we have created 4 account group: expense, revenue, liability and assets. So whatever expense related GLs are there, we are going to create under expense account group. Whatever revenue related GLs are there, that we are going to create under revenue account group. And whatever this asset related GLs are there, that we are going to create under. So this is how we are going to categorize. I told you guys 4 account group. It could be 5, it could be 6, it could be 7, it could be 8. Depends upon client. Simply will inform the client that you do one thing. Give us the list of GL account. How many GLs you want to create in SAP? Okay. Now they will say that we are having 500 GLs. Then we'll just tell them, okay, you just categorize the GL, choose the similar nature of GLs, like, and just, what to say, group the similar nature of GL, and just give us an account group also. Let's suppose 500 GLs are there. So how many account group you want to create, and how many GLs are falling under first account group, how many GLs are falling into second account group, like that they have to specify. So let's suppose, so this is how the client is going to, so client will give you the GL account, and they are going to decide, okay, we are having 500 GL accounts. Client will decide that they are having 500, total 500 GL accounts are there, out of which 100 belongs to revenue account group. Let's suppose 100, another 100 belongs to expense account group, 80 belongs to asset account group, 120 belongs to liability account group, and remaining 100 belongs to other. Likewise, they will categorize and they are going to give. So whenever we have to set up GL account, we are going to set up GL account under this account groups. How to set up this? I'll let you know practically. So this is the one thing, but the major important things of the major, what to say, use of account group is, which an interviewer want to hear from you guys. Okay, if you forgot to tell this account group is a bunch of similar types of GL, it's okay, but you cannot miss saying that it controls the fields. This is the most important thing, guys. Account group controls the fields which appears during creation of GL master. Let's suppose we are going to create a GL master. While creation of GL master, lots of fields will come. Okay, lots of fields will come. I'll just explain here. Field A, B, C, D, E, F. Let's suppose these are the fields which is appearing. Okay. Now client says that, okay, I want to use this, I want to use this, but I don't want to use this C field. It means if they don't want to use this C field, if they says that remove this field, I don't want to use this C field, I don't want to give any input here in C field. So if they says remove this, how are we going to remove this field? So this field related controls are there under account group itself. Okay. Now see, say for example, we are going to create a rent GL. A rent will be created under this account group, expense account group. So what will happen? Under expense account group, whatever this C field is there, that we are going to make it suppress. Okay. So once you make C field suppress for expense account group, whatever GL we are going to create for expense account group, for all GL, this C field will be suppressed, guys. Suppressed, guys. It's not like that in expense GL, in expense account group, for rent only C will be suppressed, and for other GL it will be visible. It's impossible. That is not possible. If we are going to make it suppress, if this field will be suppressed for expense account group, whatever GL will be created under expense account group, for every GL, this C field will be suppressed. Any confusion? Okay, what I was saying here, that account group controls the fields which appears during creation of GL master, and it also controls the number range of GL master. It also controls the number range, means let's suppose we are having these many account group. Okay, these many account groups are there, and here we are going to give a number range 1000 to, let's suppose, 1999. 2000 to 2999. 4 series, since length we have given 4 series, that's what I am going to give 4 series, in the sense 4 digits length only. 3000 to 3999, 4000 to 4999, like that we have given. This length I have given, this range I have given. So now I'll tell you guys, this is your account group. Forget about this GLs. This is your account group. This revenue expense, this is your account. So for expense, under expense, if you are going to create any GL under this account group, let's suppose rent GL, then what should be the GL number? The GL number could be anything in between. It could be 2000, or it could be 2001, or it could be till 2999, but it cannot be 3000. Rent GL, if you are going to create under this account group, then 3000 cannot be possible. Why? Because if you create under expense, then for expense we have given a number range here. So the moment you give 3000, system is going to check this rent GL is going to be created under which account group. System found that under expense. In background, system is going to check what is the number range we have given for this expense. System found 2000 to 2999, but here we have given 3000. 3000 belongs to a different account group, so system will not allow you to create. System is going to throw error that 3000 is 3000 account, 3000 number series is not, means this GL is not possible to create under expense account group. Okay, so it means account group controls the number ranges also. Account group controls the number range of GL account. Okay, and then we are having one more small setting, return earning account group. Generally, return earning account group, here we are going to give a GL account number, which is used for carry forward all the profit and loss statement account balances. If you guys are able to remind the P&L account, generally what will happen, whatever the net profit and net loss is there, that we are going to transfer somewhere in balance sheet. Okay, so whatever this profit and loss account, what to say, net profit, net profit, net profit or net loss, in the sense whatever the P&L balances are there, that will be transferred somewhere in balance sheet. So if it is going to transfer somewhere in balance sheet, it is going to be transferred in some GL, so those GL we are going to link here. So this is also a mandatory setting. That's what I have entered here, that's what I have written here, small setting. So if somebody is going to ask any question, forget about this return earning account, it's a very small setting. But account group and chart of account, they are going to ask the definition, and in account group they are going to ask the definition itself. But these things they would like to hear from every candidate, that it controls the fields which appears during creation of GL master, and it also controls the number range. So guys, keep in your mind. Okay, once again, when I share the interview question, there also I'll explain these things once again, but better keep in your mind from right now itself, onwards itself. So this last, what to say, we are having two configurations which I am going to complete, account group and return earning account, and then we'll create GL master in next session, and I'll show you practically how account group is going to control the fields, number range and everything. So let me log in once again. Account group. So how to create account group? The transaction code is OBD4. Creation of account group, transaction code is OBD4. Press enter. Now here click on new entry. Here we have to give your chart of account. You have to give your chart of account, that is TM10, and then account group code, 4-digit code. So let's suppose asset, any code 4-digit like ASST, and here description you can give. And what is the number range for asset we are going to give? So 1000 to 1999, and then once again give your chart of account TM10 once again here. And now we are going to create another account group, that is liability. Give the description here, and series you can give number range 2000 to 2999. Again TM10 here, expense, do not give expense, give revenue here, and give here 3000 to 3999. And then once again TM10 we are going to give our revenue, sorry, chart of account, and here expense, give the description here 4000 to 4999. This number range I have given, and create one more account group, other. So here 5000 to 5999, and then press enter. Okay, system is showing that TM10 does not exist. Okay, we have made a mistake, guys. Generally, what mistake I have done? Let me create a session. The chart of account which I have created, that chart of account was not saved. The chart of account which we have created, that chart of account was not saved. So create a chart of account OB13 once again. We'll create a chart of account here. Give length here and save it. And then we have to assign this chart of account with our company code also. The transaction code is OB62 slash NOB62. In OB62, click on position, give your company code TM10, and see here you have to give, in the first one you have to give TM10. Don't give anything here in country specific chart of account, because we have not created country specific chart of account. Okay, here we are going to give our chart of account, operating chart of account, and save this. And then once we have done, then we are going to create account group. Then here we have to create account group. Now see, it has taken. Why it has taken? Because earlier the chart of account which we created, it was not saved. System logged out automatically. Now we have created, and that's how system has considered this. Save it. Okay, Then the next question is how it is going to control the fields. See how it is going to control the number range. At least some idea you might have got, you might got some idea, because here we have given the number range. Now if you create any GL under asset chart under asset account group, under this account group, if you create any GL and if you give a GL number 2000, then system will not take, because here we have here we have given a number range 1000 to 1999. So whatever GL number we are going to give during creation of GL account, it must be from this to this range only. Okay, see here from and to already we have specified. If you are going to give a GL 2001, GL number 2001, but you are creating that GL under this account group and number you have given 2001. So see, this is it's going to be contradicted. Why? Because account group we have given asset and number range we are going to give of liability. So system will not consider this. Okay, practically I'll show you guys so that you will be having better understanding. Now, the second thing is how it is going to control the fields. Double click on any account group. I've double clicked on assets. See here, so many fields are going to appear. Right now, every fields are optional. If they are saying that they don't want to use, let's suppose this field, inflation key. Okay, so we are going to make it separate. If they don't want to use this field, we are going to make it separate. If they want, this field should be mandatory, currency field must be entered by people, we are going to make it required entry. Okay, if this, let's suppose they want to, if they don't want to use a particular field, but this, what they say is that keep it there on that, what to say, it keep it in display mode. So we are going to apply, check, we are going to keep our cursor here. So that field will be visible while creation of GL, the field will be visible, but it will be in display mode. So I'll show you guys practically so that you will be having better understanding. Right now I am not going to do anything. Simply I have created account group. I saved it, and one more last setting. Let me do it quickly and then I'll answer your questions. So we are having one more setting. One last setting is there, retained earning account group /NOB53. Generally this is also a mandatory setting. If we don't do, if you miss, then system will throw error. That is why we do it. TM10, press enter, and here in P&L account statement give X and press enter and then save it. Press enter twice and then save it. Why we are going to do? Generally what will happen here, we are going to give account details, account number, GL account number, GL account number, like a GL account number in which the balances are going to be carry forward. But since the GL account we have not created, that's what I have not given any GL account here. But this is a mandatory setting, so here I have given this X and I have not given any account. What is the logic of X? I will not explain now, because it is going to keep confuse you guys, confuse you people. The logic will be explained later. Okay, here till this level I don't think that people are going to ask, but still 1% chances if somebody asks, I think none of the candidates are going to reply, but I'll explain the logic. It's very important and it's very easy, nothing is there in that. The only thing is, like, once you have created few GLs and all, then I'll explain this, or is in interview question I have added this, so I'll explain there also, don't worry. So this is a mandatory setting, that is what I have done. This is retained earning account group. OB53 is the transaction code. Here I'll share you the configuration document also, very clearly I have specified over there. So it will be very much easy for you guys to configure. So this is the last setting which was required. If you talk about configuration, this is the last configuration. We have configured chart of account, we have configured account group, we have configured retained earning account, and then now what is next? Next is to create GL master, which I'll be starting from next session onwards. Till now we have done the configuration for GL setting. Okay, the basic configuration we have done. Now in next session I'll show you guys how to create GL and other things, how it is, how the number ranges are being controlled by account group, and how the fields are being controlled by account groups, and there are many more other things also. So that's all in this session, guys. Next session I'll just show you how to create GL masters.